yeah, and everything is alright. Jogger, and JC, let's go, yeah. Citywide news when I blow the ozone, I leave my mark, yeah, I'm logo loco. Got no style, I'm a polo dodo. These women want rings, but I don't know Frodo. Wake up, sit down, I ain't going to work. If I go get drowned, I'ma go in a hearse. If I don't get found, I'ma go in reverse. I could've sold this out while I was throwing the birds. So don't throw no shade when I park the Gotti. See 3 white girls tryna spark the Bobby. I be rushed up in the paint, boy, it's hard to stop me. Are you a remix or a carbon copy? Like T-Town and we partying hard now. We used to use fakes, but we buy in the bar now. 2020, I'll be up and flying the car down. My eyes roll back, what you trying to start now?
Riding around the town tonight. We feeling good, we feeling right. You will chase the thrill, live the light. We'll stay now till the sun don't shine.
Man, this shit ain't working out, but I'm keeping my chin up. But jogger never fall, I don't even fall in love. No, I ain't complaining, that's when everyone give up. The only shot I ever see you making is bitch cup. Oh, damn, who's that dude? Everybody told me trying to do this was a bad move. I've been learning more than
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. An unusual and potentially dangerous situation is currently unfolding in the city of Maplewood. At 11:25 a.m. Central Daylight Time, numerous 911 calls coming from Maplewood have reported that a mysterious figure has been roaming the streets and causing crimes such as assault, robbery, and vandalism. The figure has been reported to attack random civilians without any warning. A proper description of the figure is not available at this time, but based on civilian reports, the figure has red-colored fur. No other identifying characteristics can't be identified at this time. Stay tuned to the station and other media outlets for more information on the situation.
Live the light. We'll stay now till the sun don't shine.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Sheriff's Departments of Ramsey, Anoka, and Hennepin counties. Civil danger warning now in effect for the following counties: Ramsey, Anoka, and Hennepin, until further notice. A dangerous situation is unfolding in the warned area. At 2:28 p.m. Central Daylight Time, numerous reports of civilians being attacked by the mysterious figure that started attacking in Maplewood have come in across the Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area. In addition, the figure has planted several pipe bombs, which have exploded and caused severe damage to some structures. At least 57 people have been killed as a result of these attacks. This is a very dangerous situation, and should not be ignored. If you are in the warned counties, you are asked to lock all doors and windows, and stay inside, until the threat is past. Stay tuned to the station and other media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
Hello? Who knocked at the door? Huh. Must be some kid's ding-dong ditching. I'll just get back to work on my upcoming EAS scenario. What the hell? Somebody broke my window! I hope it isn't that thing I've been hearing about. This doesn't look like someone just threw a rock here. It looks as if they were trying to break into my house. It must be in here somewhere. Oh no.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. This is an update to the previous civil danger warning that was issued at 2:32 p.m. Central Daylight Time for Ramsey County. At 3:18 p.m. Central Daylight Time, numerous reports coming out from the 911 call center have reported that the unidentified figure is back in the Maplewood area, causing damage to more structures in the area. Civilians have also reported that the figure has broken into numerous homes. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. This is an update to the previous civil danger warning issued at 3:21 p.m. Central Daylight Time. New information is in from the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office concerning the unidentified figure at 3:22 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The figure has now been identified as Sesame Street character Elmo. Elmo is considered armed and extremely dangerous, and is responsible for numerous injuries and fatalities. If you see Elmo, run away and call 911 as soon as you can. A voluntary shelter-in-place order remains in effect until further notice. Stay tuned to the station and other media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
No! This can't be! Dear God, why? I know you're here, you little creep. Leave my house now.
But Elmo wants to play.
Really? Just really?
You better do what Elmo says or else Elmo will kill you.
No! I don't have to listen to you. You are a monster. Your fangs are extremely creepy and have killed dozens upon dozens of people. No way you will ever get me to answer to you.
Is that so? Well, then it's time for Elmo to kill you.
Not on my watch. I'm grabbing my essentials and getting the hell out of here.
You better get back here right now. So he think he's slick, huh? Well, he's got another thing coming at him. He won't have to deal with a single me. He'll have to deal with me and my clones.
This just coming into our newsroom, we have confirmed that there is an ongoing attack of an Elmo clone in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Elmo is currently spitting lava balls at the University of Michigan campus, causing a fire to break out in one of the buildings. Evacuations are now underway in the Ann Arbor area in the vicinity of these attacks. This comes in the wake of yesterday's devastating attack of Elmo in St. Paul, where over 300 people have died and another 1,200 have been injured. People across the country are now starting to worry that Elmo might have his presence known all across the continental United States.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Michigan State Police. Civil danger warning for all of Washtenaw County until further notice. At 9:11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a dangerous clone of Elmo was located near the University of Michigan campus in Ann Arbor. This clone of Elmo has the ability to spit and vomit molten rock, causing structural fires in the area. In addition, there is also new information about the real Elmo. The real Elmo has now displayed fangs in his teeth, and that Elmo has been trying to bite at numerous civilians. This is a very dangerous situation, and should be taken seriously. To stay safe, stay away from the University of Michigan campus until further notice. Evacuations of the city of Ann Arbor may be required sometime soon. Stay tuned to this station and other media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
Okay, guys, I think something strange is going on here, and it can't be good. Oh my, what the heck is this?
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Michigan Emergency Management Association in conjunction with the Michigan National Guard. Civil danger warning remains in effect for Washtenaw County until further notice. This is an update to the previous civil danger warning that was issued at 9:17 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. As of 1:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Elmo sightings have been confirmed in the city of Ypsilanti and in Ypsilanti Township. Reports coming out of those areas describe Elmo as causing heavy property damage and spitting out molten rock, leading to building fires. Elmo has also been attacking civilians at random, which include biting people. Victims that have been bitten by Elmo have started acting very strange, and it is unknown what is causing the strange behaviors in the affected civilians. This is a very dangerous situation, and should be taken seriously. All residents in Washtenaw County are asked to stay indoors and lock all doors and windows to prevent Elmo from breaking into your home or business. If Elmo breaks into your home, use any necessary force to fend him off. Stay tuned to the station and other media outlets for more information on this life-threatening situation.
Aw, Gray. Okay. I knew this would be about Elmo, but you know what? You know what? I'm not calling him Elmo anymore. If he's doing this BS, then he shall be called Hellmo from now on. Oh no. It can't be him. Thankfully, my blinds are closed, but I will have to hide in the closet so that he does not see me. Okay. Gotta get in the closet before he sees me. Oh my god. Oh, stupid. This is a huge mess. Okay. I really hope he doesn't see me here. It's not really the best, but we just have to hit here. Hope for the best. I really do not want to die because of this freaking demon. Jeez.
just getting started. I know that you want it, baby, just get on it. Ready to go, we know how to party. Pull out the Bacardi, feel it in my body. Put on a show.
Yeah, let's go. Nah, we ain't never gonna slow down. All the girls looking hot like a hoe down. Everybody going off in my hometown, ready for a showdown. Keep it on the low now, we about to pop off like a bottle. Everybody knows that we're going full throttle. Drinking alcohol, yeah, straight from the nozzle. End of the night, end up horizontal.
They know they want something more. They know they want something more. They've never heard us before. They've never heard us before. A sound that's hard to ignore. A sound that's hard to ignore. It's time to even the score. Everybody like the A, everybody like the A. Rock and roll and the late, rock and roll and the late. Okay, getting hella crazy, getting hella crazy. Body like the A, body like the.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the North Carolina State Police in conjunction with the North Carolina National Guard. Civil danger warning for Mecklenburg County, North Carolina until further notice. At 2:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a confirmed clone of Elmo was identified near downtown Charlotte. Another Elmo clone was also located in the city of MISUSE. Both clones are currently causing severe damage to their surrounding areas, with reports of buildings being burnt down by the molten rock being ejected by the clones. In addition, a new disturbing report has come in about the Elmo attacks that have been occurring across the eastern United States. Elmo and his associated clones have been confirmed to now be biting random civilians, and civilians seem to be coming down with an unknown illness, with some cases displaying zombie-like behavior. Symptoms of this virus include headaches, nausea, high fever, a dark red rash, blood red eyes, sensitivity to bright lights, unexplained aggression, and unconsciousness. If you display any of these symptoms, go to the nearest hospital immediately to get treatment. If you see Elmo or his clones, run away as fast as you possibly can, and call 911 whenever you can do so safely. Stay tuned to this station and other media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Texas Emergency Management Agency in conjunction with the Texas National Guard. A mandatory evacuation order is now in effect for the following counties in Texas: Dallas, Tarrant, Johnson, and Ellis, until further notice. At 6:19 p.m. Central Daylight Time, the Texas National Guard confirmed an army of evil Elmo clones around the Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area. These clones have a history of causing catastrophic damage to buildings by vomiting or spitting molten rock at them and spreading an unknown virus that is currently being investigated by the Centers for Disease Control. In addition, the National Guard have confirmed a new ability with Elmo and his clones. The Elmos have been found to have the ability to spit out bombs from their mouths. Numerous explosions have occurred around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, causing numerous injuries and fatalities. Due to the threat that the Elmos pose to the area, a mandatory evacuation area is in effect for areas around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. When evacuating, make sure to grab food, water, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, and a battery-powered radio. Be sure to have enough food and water to last 3 days per person. Contraflow may be enacted on some roadways to ease the evacuation process. Stay tuned to this station and other media outlets for more information on this life-threatening situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the National Weather Service. At 7:06 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, a large underwater explosion occurred 30 miles off the coast of San Francisco. The explosion was large enough to cause a huge displacement of water in the Pacific Ocean. As a result, a large tsunami has been generated. The explosion was also found to be caused by a group of Elmo clones, which have combined to make one huge explosion. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. If you are along the coast, you are asked to evacuate and land immediately. The tsunami is expected to make impact along the coast within the hour. Repeating, a tsunami warning is in effect until further notice for all of coastal California. Evacuate now.
We continue our coverage on the growing situation with evil Elmos popping up across the United States. At this time, FEMA, in conjunction with the FBI, have confirmed that there are groups of evil Elmo clones in every major U.S. city, with clones also being reported in Honolulu, Hawaii, and Anchorage, Alaska. The FBI has found a recording submitted from the main Elmo, which can be distinguished from the rest of the Elmos as looking the most like the real Elmo, except with fangs and a creepy face. But the eyes look rather normal. The Elmo clones have dark red fur and fangs along with blood red eyes. We will play the recording to you, but please note that the following you are about to hear is quite disturbing.
You fools have no idea what me and my army are capable of. Elmo has sent armies of his own clones into major cities all across America, and they will soon spread across every town and city in the United States, and eventually spread in other countries too. You fools shall prepare for true hell, hell unlike anything ever seen before, and Elmo shall not be referred to as Elmo anymore. Instead, you shall now refer to Elmo as Hellmo. Prepare for death, America.
Okay, that was quite disturbing, but we had to play it over the airwaves so everyone could know what is currently going on. Anyways, Elmo, or should we now be saying Hellmo, sounds like he's going to continue to terrorize many American cities and create more tsunamis. And I am now just getting word from my producers that there is a tsunami wave rushing up the Detroit River, which is expected to impact downtown Detroit and many riverside communities shortly. And Dear God. There are more explosions. Oh, great. Here we go.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Michigan Emergency Management Association. Civil danger warning now in effect for all of Michigan until further notice. At 5:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Hellmo and his clones have been invading the state of Michigan, causing severe damage to numerous structures, and causing numerous injuries and fatalities to civilians. Hellmo and associated clones are continuing to set structures on fire with molten rock, and cause large explosions. In addition, at 5:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a tsunami wave was observed rushing up the Detroit River. This tsunami was likely caused by Hellmo or one of his associated clones. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Take the following precautions. If you are in a flood zone along the Detroit River, evacuate further inland immediately, and find safer shelter. If you are elsewhere in Michigan, stay at home, and shelter in place until further notice. To shelter in place, lock all doors and windows, and go into an area in your house without any windows and minimal exits. Be sure to bring food, water, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio to your designated shelter. Stay tuned to this station and other media outlets for more information on this life-threatening situation. We interrupt your programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. At 10:06 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, large armies of Hellmo and associated clones have been reported in almost every town and city in the United States. These armies have been causing catastrophic damage across the country. The clones have burnt down buildings, after spitting or vomiting molten rock at them, made explosive devices, spread disease, and created numerous tsunami waves. This is an extremely dangerous and catastrophic situation. All residents in the United States are asked to remain sheltered in their homes until further notice. Go to an interior room without windows and minimal entrances. If possible, go to an underground shelter that is secure, and remain there until the situation subsides. If the Hellmo clone breaks into your house, use any force necessary to kill it. The President will be speaking on all stations shortly. Please stand by. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air, providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WXYZ. We will continue to serve the Metro Detroit area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Metro Detroit area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated.
Good morning, America. As all of you should already know, America is under attack. And not just under attack, but under siege. But not by our nation or any of those threats that you would think would be wanting to attack us. Instead, the enemy is a character that we all known and grown to love as children. We are, of course, talking about Elmo, or should I say, Hellmo. Hellmo has been putting America under siege over the past few days, and has quickly spread its clones across almost every town and city in the nation. There are also reports that Hellmo started to spread into Mexico and Canada. But now, the question is, how do we stop this threat? Well, fortunately for us, I can provide some answers to that question. The military has managed to capture some of the Hellmo clones and has been experimenting them to see which method of stopping them would work best. After numerous tests, it was found that the clones can be slowed down and sedated after being sprayed by fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers can remove the lava ability from the Hellmo clone. The military will be working very hard over the next week to eradicate swarms of clones across the country. Also, the Centers for Disease Control has been identified the virus that has been transmitted by Hellmo and his clones. The virus, now giving the name V268 Elmo, has been experimented on in the CDC labs to figure out how to eradicate the virus. Over 800,000 Americans have fallen victim to this virus, and a little over 230,000 have perished from the illness. I can assure you all that a cure has been identified for the virus, and it's almost finished. It will be distributed over the next week across the worst affected areas, and vaccines will be also distributed to protect people from new cases. I want to ask everyone to listen to local and state authorities and follow all instructions given during this time of crisis. Thank you, and may God bless the United States of America.
That was a message from the President. We now return to the emergency alert system. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is an update on the Hellmo situation that has been occurring across the United States. As of 11:09 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the U.S. Army has confirmed that most of the Hellmo clones have been eliminated. However, the main Hellmo has managed to evolve and gain wings, and the military is having a harder time killing the main Hellmo. Hellmo is currently located over New York City, where the military has been stationed to take care of the threat. At this time, treatments for the V268 Elmo virus have been distributed across the entire country, and the threat from the virus has mostly subsided. Although the threat is mostly dissipated across the nation, all citizens are asked to continue to shelter in place until further notice, as Hellmo is still on the loose and has not been taken down yet. Hellmo is still capable of causing future attacks to more cities. Please remain vigilant and continue to listen to local authorities during this situation. Another update will be provided by the United States government whenever another development comes in. The following message is transmitted at the request of the New York Emergency Management. At 3:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Hellmo is still continuing to attack the New York City area. Severe structural damage has occurred in New York City and numerous deaths have occurred. Fires and explosions continue to be heard throughout the city. The military is currently stationed in New York City and is doing its best to kill Hellmo. All residents in New York City are asked to shelter in a safe place until further notice, as the military is putting all options on the table for taking care of Hellmo. A curfew is in effect for all of New York City until further notice. Stay tuned to this station and other media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Hellmo was successfully killed by the U.S. military yesterday over Long Island. However, despite the success, severe damage has occurred across the United States. Some small towns have been completely wiped off the map, and major cities have sustained considerable to severe damage. It is now safe for everyone to exit shelters, though do be advised that severe damage in some areas will be present, and continue to listen to local and state authorities for instructions. The President will be addressing the nation later today, repeating, the threat to the United States has now subsided. It is now safe to leave shelters. Normal programming operations may now resume.